So, have you ever seen those small veins on your legs, sometimes raised and blue or red in color? Ever wonder what those are? Well, apparently, and I hope I pronounce it right, Dr. Garth will help me. Apparently, they're varicose veins. Is that how it's pronounced, Doc? All
That's
right.
correct.
Yeah, man. So, what causes it? We have no clue, but we have general practitioner, Dr. Garth Rattray, here with us this morning to give us all the info on it. And if you read the newspaper, you will see his column. It's every day, almost every day, no? Not every day.
On Mondays.
On Mondays, there you go. All right, welcome, my friend. Great to have you with us. I hope all is well with you and your family. I like your hairstyle, by the way.
Color.
Blue. So what are varicose veins?
Well, first of all, human beings stand erect and it comes at a price. We can see our environment, but gravity plays a game with us. It pulls down the blood down to our legs. And of course, when you do that, you have problems because the blood goes down, doesn't come back up easily. So nature gave us some deep veins and some veins close to the surface called superficial veins. And they have a valve system. When the valves open this way, the blood goes up. When it closes, the blood can't come back down. Trouble is that these deep veins they're pumped by our calf muscles. And the veins close to the surface feed the deep veins with blood. When the valve systems fail, then you get a problem because the pressure reaches all these veins and they distend, stretch out and bend up and so on. And when it looks terrible, they're called varicose veins. Of course, there are different kinds. You have spider veins, the little teeny one look like spiders. You have reticular veins and you have varicose veins, which are bigger and look ropey. And they can be serious. At first, they look unsightly, but that's the least of it. They actually cause a problem with skin nutrition because you realize blood isn't flowing from the skin up into the heart back, and you get something called trophic changes in the skin. Skin can break down, and you get these ulcers, which can be chronic and terrible. Swelling, itching, burning, discomfort, and the ulcers eventually, which people call sore foot. People say people give them sore foot. No, the veins cause a sore foot. But when you get them, it's very difficult to treat, and varicose veins will deteriorate over time, so you should deal with them early.
I'm glad you said that, because I don't think a lot of people know that if you deal with them, then you can get rid of them. I think they feel like if you have them, it's a permanent thing, and I'm just going to have to go live with them forever. Is there an indication, like, does it start growing like a little bit before it gets to the place where you can see them as large as they are? The early detection of varicose veins?
Well, first of all, people tend to feel this kind of tingling, itchy, discomfort, heaviness. They might even see swellings first.
Okay.
And start to see the veins looking horrible. Like I said, you have different kinds. Almost a third of people have some sort of varicose veins. And when you take all of them into consideration across the age spectrum, about 8 people out of 10 have varicose veins. And if you treat them early, you can avoid the sequel, which is, of course, the leg ulceration, which can be really horrible and chronic.
Is it something that can kill you?
No, well, I've seen it happen to somebody who they kept losing blood that kind of way. They were so afraid of doctors. They just let it bleed little by little because it can bleed too. And he just had a heart attack and died. But this is extreme. It goes already. Mm-hmm. But most people end up with, if it gives that amount of trouble, if it does, with this ulcer, which is very difficult to heal, and it's very embarrassing. And that's another topic entirely. But the thing about it is that if you have the legs feel heavy, puffy, check it out. It might be systemic, it might be local, but see a doctor. They can diagnose it by seeing it and also sending you for a test called a Doppler ultrasound of the legs, of the veins of the legs.
What about mobility? Does it hurt that? Am I going to be all right walking fast, walking slow? What about that?
Well, actually, you raise a topic. You might say, well, how can you prevent it or ameliorate it somehow? Activity is very important, keeping active. People who stand a lot, sit a lot, the leg is dependent, it is worse for them. People who are heavy, people who smoke, people who have had, let's say, class before in the legs. Women, just being a woman is one. Age, being tall, and, like fibroids, pregnancy, and so on, it'll make it much worse or make it happen.
You just mash up daily. You say tall.
Female
you say
tall,
woman tall.
overweight. That you just knock off like 50%, my gun right now. Oh my God, I can't believe I passed the risk factor test of varicose veins. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Active, that's the key. Yeah.
All right. Are spider veins a type of varicose veins?
Yes, spider veins are the really small one, about 1 millimeter. They look like spiders, spider-like veins. Then you have reticular veins, which are less than 3 millimeters, and they bigger than spider veins. Then the next one up now is the actual varicose vein, over 3 millimeter. And those are not pretty.
So are the spider? So when I say things like the spider and the other type, should I be as worried if I have the varicose or not?
Well, you wouldn't be worried, but you can deal with it early, because you know what can happen eventually. People end up getting varicose veins eventually, because like I said, it's progressive, but you can get treatment and lifestyle changes and so on to try to prevent it.
Yeah, tell me about the treatment, because you said some of us don't want to come to the doctor. So if I see it coming up and I don't necessarily want anybody even know about it, are there tablets, juices, are there anything that I could do?
Okay, well, first of all, you have tablets that are you have treatments that are non-therapeutic. Things like compression stockings, well, the lifestyle exercise and so on. Compression stockings, and there are tablets which do help. And then you have the therapeutic ones where they can actually use a fine needle to sclerose the veins. They have actually traded the knife for technology. They can ablate the veins by putting a little catheter in there and make it get hot and it collapses. Mm-hmm. They can sometimes remove the veins on the surface, but most of it is really very minimally invasive, and you definitely should not be afraid of getting a cut, because they don't have much anymore.
Yeah.
That's all.
If you get rid of it, it can come back?
Not if it, no. Well, no. If you get rid of the actual varicose problems, which is to do the ablation and so on, it might happen somewhere else. But that particular one, that's it for it. And so you should always treat it. Don't just wait until it gets worse.
Yeah,
treat it.
Just before Delia, when you say it can happen somewhere else, where are the areas on your body it can happen?
Usually in the legs. Well, Jamaicans call foot from the hip down. You know that, right?
Right, yeah.
The legs start from the knees down to the ankle. That's where they usually occur. And also occur on the inside of the lower part of the leg by the ankle. That's where they usually start. You can have the varicose vein showing on your thigh also. But usually it's lower. As the lower on you go, the worse it gets.
Yeah. So do I go to a general practitioner for something like this, Doc? Or would the general practitioner, I guess, refer me to a specialist to deal with something like this?
Well, yes, the GP is a hub, It's a hub of medicine. The GP is a hub. So you go to the GP first. And if you need to, then they can refer you to a specialist. And you have people in Jamaica who dermatologists can treat the spider veins and so on. But you have general surgeons can treat it, and also vascular specialists and vein specialists. And they are here in Jamaica.
Wow. I'm so glad we're doing this interview, because a lot of people that I see with varicose veins, they just think it's just something that you get and you have to live with it. And but I'm happy to hear that, no, there's treatment and that you can go and get relief from the symptoms of it.
Yeah. And by what you said, Dr. Garth, it probably going to happen to almost all our way. No.
Remember, the fact is females and so on, those worse, and people like you, very unlikely to get it. But, and the more active you keep and don't sit too long, stand too long and so on, wait, don't smoke, then it's unlikely you get it. Unless you have bad luck, basically, or family history of it. Mm-hmm.
All right. Good to see you, my friend. What do you write about on Mondays? What do you tell people? It's not necessarily a medical column, is it?
No, it's commentary on social issues and medical things too. So I'm not confined to those medical things. No, I'm not.
And you said every Monday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, my friend. Blessings and love.
Cool, same here.
Yeah, man. General practitioner, Dr. Garth Rattray. 10 minutes to your health. We'll do it again next Thursday.